The layers. So the pieces of graphite we had in here originally would have contained many thousands of layers. And if we do this enough times, we can hopefully end up with some layers that are only 1 or 2 atoms thick.
One of the things that really helped us to understand that you really did have graphene was the types of very exciting new microscopes that are now available, and was the availability of these microscopes that really helped them understand that what they actually had was a single atomic layer.
Once you've worked with graphene for a while, you get very used to looking at it, and it's very easy for me to say that that is monolayer graphene. Well, this here is probably 2 layers, and these bits here are really quite thick.
My name is Rahul Arnair. My area of research is graphene-based membrane. So graphene oxide is super permeable to water, which means there is no resistance or barrier for water molecule to evaporate through graphene oxide. So this is how we produce our graphene oxide membrane for our laboratory experiments. So we use this kind of porous support material to deposit graphene oxide sheet to make a freestanding membrane. So you use porous support there, then you pour graphene oxide solution over here. So this is a graphene oxide solution in water. It has single layer graphene oxide dispersed in pure water. Then you use this water on top of this porous alumina membrane. Then you start pumping using a vacuum pump. Then you remove all liquid water through this alumina membrane, and your graphene oxide sheet get deposited on top of this alumina. And finally, after drying, you can peel it off this freestanding graphene oxide, and you can study membrane property, or you can also characterize this membrane using different technique.
Graphene oxide was shown by Rahul in the physics department here to have high permeability to water, but to be an effective barrier to all kinds of other things.
One of the ideas is to use graphene as a type of nanomembrane or filter, and that harnesses the fact that graphene is very impermeable. It's even very light gases don't pass through, and that means that if we were able to tailor the size of the pores within the graphene lattice, it might be possible to produce a very selective filter, or perhaps use smaller graphene sheets and use the pathways in between the sheets in order to tailor the porosity or the permeability of the membrane.